What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, and I am not scripting any of this because, long story short, it's tech week for me, it's performance week, so I'm very, very busy, and I just have not had time to script this intro, and this video is already a day late, so I'm going to go ahead and just do this for you. The team matchup is right here. It's a very scary Sun team. Our opponent this week is none other than the Indomitable Will and the San Antonio Sparse, and it is a very, very scary team, and yeah, without any further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and bring you guys to the battle. So I hope you guys enjoy, and the team is linked down in the description below as well if you guys want to check that out there, and yeah, hope you all enjoy. Alrighty, good luck, have fun to my opponent, let's freaking do this. Also, I apologize in advance, I'm not having a face cam, and also I might be a bit more low-key. I'm not feeling 100% today, so I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. I'm also not super stressed about this game, because at this point, I doubt I'm making playoffs. Obviously, I'm really excited about my sets that I'm bringing. I think I have some really good sets. Let's see what my opponent brings. We're gonna see, we don't see Heatran, which is very interesting. We see Groudon, Meowscarada, Walking Wake, Venusaur, Torkoal, and Screamtail. Okay, so, very happy not to see the Slitherwing or Mandibuzz. I did know that Walking Wake and Venusaur were coming because they told me that they are both Terra Ground, so that's very good to know. Alrighty-o, so immediately off the bat, I do kind of like Amanda Young here. Umbreon as a lead could be pretty solid. The only thing is Venusaur, obviously. Water Balloon could also be a decent lead, but the Torkoal being there is obviously not ideal. I think off rip, I'm just going to immediately lead Primal. I do kind of wish I had Heavy Slam instead of Flash Cannon now, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and freaking do this, baby. Alright, good luck, have fun to my opponent, let's freaking go. Hopefully I don't die. So off rip, we're gonna see Grand. That sounds like a Groudon, that is a Groudon. Okay, so not ideal, absolutely not ideal. Groudon, let's see. Precipice Blades will KO me if it has any attack investment, basically, so I will go ahead and immediately switch out. I think I'm gonna go Umbreon here. I kind of have to, unfortunately. Yeah, that's my best play here, just in case they try to go for Stone Edge, predicting a flying type switch. So I'm gonna go into rings here, bada bing, bada boom. We are gonna see Earthquake, so I could have just gone into literally any of my Mons. That's fine. Okay. I will go for a Wish here just because I can and I want to. We are going to see the swap. Probably Venusaur is what's going to come in if I had to guess. It's going to be Eris, which is going to be none other than the Venusaur. I am correct in that assumption. Okay. Alright, so I fired off a Wish. Let me, out of curiosity, I think I'm going to go into Amanda Young here just because I can and I want to. Again, I'm not... This matchup was extremely hard for me to prep for, so I apologize in advance if my sets aren't the best, but I think this is gonna be my best play here. We're just gonna see a growth. I could have just foul played this thing and it could have taken a lot of damage. It is what it is, obviously, but dang, I could have really done that. I will go for a taunt now, just in case they tried to do it again. They do it again. I am going to fire off this next attack. Set up a taunt, bada bing, bada boom. I don't want Annihilate to take too much damage here, so I think I will go ahead and swap out. I will go ahead and go into Primal here to resist whatever attack they want to go for. They could be going for a ground type attack, and if they do, really well played. That would be rather unfortunate for me. So we are going to go into Primal, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, we are just going to see just a Giga Drain. That's fine. Okay, so if you're Terra Ground, Terra Blast. Terra Ground, Terra Blast always KOs me, so I think I'm going to double here, and I'm going to double... I could double into Water Balloon, or even my real Uber. I don't think there's anything this thing can do to KO me, so I will go into my real Uber, actually. Alright, we're gonna go ahead, swap out here, bada bing, bada boom. I'm fully expecting a Terra Blast. If they predict this and go for like a Weather Ball or something, really well played. We do see an Earth Power, so actually they are Earth Power, which actually makes sense instead of Terra Blast. That was pretty obvious. Now they have to keep in mind I could be going for a Terra Ground here, so they could try to predict that I go for Giga Drain. Sludge Bomb obviously always KOs me here. Alright, I think I'm gonna go into Pokken Main. I think I have to go into Pokken Main here. I think that's what I have to do, unfortunately. I don't like having to do this, but I think this is my best play. We're gonna go Pokken Main and go from there. The sooner we get the... I can't even remember what I was gonna say to finish that sentence, but we're gonna see the Terra on Venusaur. I was going to say the sooner we can get rid of the sun, the better. Like, the sooner we can get rain out, the better it is for the rest of my team. Obviously, besides Walking Wake could be an issue. We are just going to see a Giga Drain, so we are going to take half from that too, which is annoying. And we are going to see that they shake off the taunt. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I am going to click Flamethrower here, just because I can and I want to. Bada bing, bada boom. I think they're going to go for a Giga Drain again. We do do a lot of damage to them, and I think now might be, well actually no, because they're gonna get a lot of HP back, so never mind, I can't really go into Jump Left that reliably. The fact that I don't know what last move is on this Venusaur is what's concerning me right now. Although it can never KO Water Balloon, so I will go into Water Balloon and click Liquidation for free. Obviously the Walking Wake could come in, and it probably will come in here, but that's fine, I'm okay with that. I just click Walking Wake, or I just click Liquidation to scare this thing out. You do see that they just stay in, but they don't die. this Venusaur is now dead, so the Terra Captain is gone, which is phenomenal for me. They might have been trying to predict a Terra, but that is fine by me. This Venusaur is dead. One of the scariest Pokemon is out of the field, so that is phenomenal for me. I do still value my Araquanid in this game. I think there's literally a ton of Pokemon that could come in here. It could be Groudon, it could be a few other mons, so I do have to keep that in mind. Crepskull, that's going to be, I think that's Screamtail, right? That sounds like a Screamtail. Yep, that is a Screamtail, so very interesting to me. I think I'm going to go into Rings. I think that's my best play, because unless this thing could be offensive, but it's not going to do that much to me, I don't think. Again, I could be completely wrong here. I could be absolutely throwing. But if it T-Wave me, then that's phenomenal for me. We're going to see a bulk up, which is very interesting. I do have Foul Play for this, so if it goes for a sub, that's fine. I think here I'm just going to click Wish. Yeah, I'm going to click Wish here. We're going to see a Drain Punch. Okay, very interesting to me. That might be a roll. I don't know. It looks like it's a roll. Yeah, so I want them to try to predict the Protect, so I think I'm going to go for a Toxic here on the Protect. Or a bulk up, that's what I meant. Yeah, so really good, really good, really good. All right, we get this Toxic off, which is phenomenal for me, and we can just Wish stall against this thing now, I think. Or even now, just go for a Foul Play, because this thing's at +2 now. Although, granted, Foul Play is still not going to do that much damage. So I think maybe what I do here, we saw a Drain Punch. I think I'm gonna let this poison rack up a little bit, and then I might go and try to go into Jump Bluff. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. All right, so I'm gonna fire off a Wish, bada bing, bada boom, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click Foul Play, because Foul Play is going to do a lot of damage to this thing, and that's obviously very nice. So I'm gonna go for Foul Play now. They do opt to go for Drain Punch here, interestingly enough, so that is fine by me. I'm okay with this. I think here, yeah, I'm just gonna click Foul Play. This Toxic's gonna rack up, so that's fine. All right, so yeah, we get our HP back up considerably, which is always very nice. And yeah, again, the poison is just going to keep racking up at this point. I will go ahead and click Wish again, just because I can and I want to. They can't kill me with a Drain Punch by this point. This is a losing game for Screamtail at this point. They do have Rest. Okay, so it's Resto Chesto, I imagine. All right, show me Resto Chesto. It actually might not be Resto Chesto. Interesting. Let's see, this thing's at +3. I think I'm going to go into Real Uber, and I'm just going to start setting up SDs. I think that's my best play here to make, so I will go ahead and do that. We're going to see that they stay fast asleep, which is fine by me. I'm going to start setting up SDs. Let's go, Jump Bluff, let's go. We're cooking, baby, we're cooking. Set up another SD. And if you have Ice Punch, really well played. All right, so we are gonna see that they wake up, they see Store Power. Okay, nice. But that doesn't deal a lot of damage to me, which is also very great. So I think here, what I do, I think I'm just gonna set up another, I think I'm just gonna set it +6. Yeah, I'm gonna set it +6. All right, bada bing, bada boom, we're at +6. I think you're now at +4 if I had to guess. Okay, they don't take the bait here, so we are gonna get our Citrus Berry up and procced. That is phenomenal for me, because now I can just go for an Acrobatics and deal a crap ton of damage to you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I want to. Bada bing, bada boom. Store Power, I could have also just swapped into, oh my gosh, we live, that's crazy. All right, I Acrobatics again. Acrobatics! Hey, okay, we see just one more Store Power, that's fine. Okay, so, was that the best play to make? I don't know, but it's too late to think about that now. I think here I just have to go Primal at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Primal. And I'm just going to go ahead and click Flash Cannon. We should always live, and Flash Cannon will probably pick up the KO at this point. We're gonna see a Drain Punch. Boom. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we can just go for, I think we'll pick up the KO with this, actually. We should pick up the KO with this. So now I'm actually very glad that I just packed Flash Cannon. Perfect. All right, so Screamtail is gone as well. Jump Bluff going down here is not the most ideal, obviously, because we could have actually done a lot of work with that thing, but it is what it is. Grand, that's going to be the Groudon, I'm sure. That is absolutely Groudon. Okay. Now I think what I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to let my Araquanid go down. If this thing goes for bulk up, then I can set up Sticky Webs or set for Reflect, and we'll be fine. So, or I can even just Liquidation. So I think this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, we just see an EQ, that's fine. Okay, so I can just go into my Umbreon and go for Wish or something like that. Actually, you know what? No, I think I can just go into Amanda Young. No, actually, I think I'm gonna go Rings. I'm gonna go Rings here. All right, let's go Rings. I'm gonna go ahead and click Toxic here, just because I can and I want to. Toxic is a very free button click. We are gonna see the hard swap, actually. Very interesting. We're probably gonna see the Walking Wake come in if I had to guess. We're gonna see Evil Grand, which actually, that sounds like a Torkoal possibly. That is gonna be Torkoal, which is very intriguing to me. We're gonna set up a Toxic here. Bada bing, bada boom. Very, very nice. All right, and now you are Toxic, which is great. I am okay with this. I think I might go for a Protect, but I think I don't want to reveal that tech just yet. So I think I will go into Primal. And I think, you know what? I think I'm okay with letting the sun stay up here at this point, just because of the fact that, like, the Venusaur is dead, the Screamtail is dead. Those are really the only Pokemon that benefit heavily from that. We are going to see a Will-O-Wisp. That's fine. And that's why I did not go into the Annihilate. If we can get Annihilate in and set up some bulk ups, that's what we need right now. If Meowscarada comes in, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I think here I just go for an Earth Power just to pick up the KO on this thing. Okay, so we do go for the Earth Power. We do land. The Torkoal is going to take a lot of damage, which is very nice. We're just going to see a body press. That's fine. Doesn't even KO me, which is great. All right, so now it just comes down to, okay, how do I want to handle this situation? Because yeah, you're still alive. I mean, I'm not going to outspeed anything else. So I think I could force the Groudon to come in at this point. But also, again, that powers up Walking Wake a bit too much, which I don't like. So I think here what I do, again, I could go into Amanda Young, but I don't want to risk the Willow. So I think I will just click Earth Power one more time. They do actually hard swap, which is a very intriguing switch to me. So I guess I should have just clicked Flash Cannon. We're going to see the regular Groudon. We're going to see Big Groudon come in, which is going to be fine. We're going to fire off an Earth Power. Boom. That does a lot of damage to this thing, holy crap. And we do get this Def Drop too, which is phenomenal. And the Harsh Sunlight is gone, so very intriguing. All right, I think I'm gonna hope that this is a speed tie and I win the speed tie. I think that's what I'm gonna hope for at this point, right? All right, let's see if you have speed investment, baby, let's go. Okay, you do have speed investment, dang it. It do be like that, but at least now we know you definitely have speed investment. Now I can just freely go into Umbreon, click Toxic, Protect, all that fun stuff. Or even just Wish, honestly. And I think, actually, you know what? On the Torkoal switch, I think I will click Wish. We are going to see the hard swap here. My guess is Torkoal is going to come in. Yep, that is going to be the Torkoal. So Torkoal is going to go down here to the Poison, which I am very much okay with. We fire off a Wish for free. Drought's going to pop, but that's fine. Walking Wake is now the biggest threat, so we do need to keep that in mind. Torkoal is going to fall. Annihilate could still do okay here, I think. I think Annihilate can still possibly at least have a chance of pulling this back. JV. Oh, hey, JV! Oh, I miss JV. I miss JV. All right, we're gonna see Walking Wake hit the field. Okay, so Walking Wake. I literally go for Toxic here every single time of the week. We see a Hydro Steam, which is gonna do a lot of damage to me, but not even half, which is great. I apologize that this is like this. Thankfully, we did not get burned there. That's phenomenal. We do have the Lump Berry just in case we do get burned, but this is also very nice. They also have no idea that we, like, you know, obviously have Protect still. So this poison's gonna rack up, which is always very nice. I do kind of wish I had some speed investment on my Annihilate now, but that's fine. We're going to get another hit, which is fine. I go for Wish here, and then now I will go for the Protect. Again, I hate that this is like this, but Umbreon is my win con at this point, so we are going to play this game. Protect, baby! Alright, so we fire off a Protect, we reveal that we have it, which is great, and I can just go for Wish here, again, for free. We do see that they just keep clicking Hydro Steam. I don't even know if that's, like, a boosting item, and I, quite frankly, do not care that much if it is a boosting item because it's not doing enough damage to me. I doubt that it's Specs. I think it would do way more damage if it was Specs. I go for Wish here every single time. We're just gonna see another Hydro Steam. That is perfectly fine by me. I think here what I do, I might go for another Toxic just to predict a swap. Let's see here. Do we see the Sun fade here? No, we do not. So I think here, I really want to predict a swap here, but thinking that they're going to go for a Protect, but I also, no, I need this at full HP for Groudon. Even if Groudon comes in, yeah, I could have gone for Toxic there, but that's fine. We're gonna see Daria, which is going to be the Meowscarada, come in now, so that is fine by me as well. We are going to be at full HP. I think now I might have to, well, no, do I go into Annihilate here? No, it could do way too much damage to me. I can't risk that, so I think I do have to stay in here. Unfortunately, U-turn will do a big chunk of damage, but I kind of have to go for Wish here. We are going to see the U-turn. Bada bing, bada boom. We're going to see the Protean. Boom. That's a lot of damage. This is their way of breaking my Umbreon. We're going to see JV the Walking Wake come back in, which is very interesting to me. Maybe they were trying to predict a Toxic, but that is fine. We're going to see that it activates Photosynthesis and a special attack, so that's good to know as well. It's up in special attack. We could just go for another Wish here. That's fine by me. And I think here they could double back into Meowscarada on this Wish pass, and that is fine by me because that gives that point I'm going to double into Annihilate. And if they stay in, then this thing is going to get even more chipped down, and then all I have to do is go for a like bulk up and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep clicking this button. I don't care. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. Harsh Sunlight faded. Your Photosynthesis is gone. Groudon could come in here, but that's fine. I'm okay with that as well. Poison's going to continue racking up. This thing is at its last legs. I go for another Wish. They do go for Hydro Steam now again. That is fine by me. My guess is they're probably going to try to go for the... I was going to say something. I didn't even remember what I was going to say. Are they going to die to poison? They don't die to poison. So now I can think about whether I want to go into Annihilate or not. Okay, it doesn't say anything about Hydro Steam having, and it's like the boost. I think I'm going to go into Amanda Young here. We are actually going to see the double, which is a very interesting... This is an interesting situation for me. So we're going to see the Meowscarada come back in. Okay. All right, so how do I lose this game? Flower Trick always breaks through crits. I think I just Drain Punch every single time, right? Yeah. yeah, I think I just clicked Drain Punch. We're gonna see the hard swap, so possibly the Groudon switches in here. JV, it's actually gonna be Walking Wake, so we're gonna pick up Kale on the Walking Wake, which is fine. I kind of wish I clicked, now I really wish I clicked Bulk Up, but it is what it is. The Groudon's gonna come in now. How do I deal with that? Unfortunately, I don't deal with it that well, but I think if I set up a Bulk Up, I might be able to pull this back a little bit. I'm gonna go for Bulk Up. I'm gonna go for Bulk Up here. We're gonna see an Earthquake here. That's fine. How much damage is that doing to me? Does exactly half. So we're gonna set the Bulk Up here. It's our turn to set up the Bulk Up now. I think I go for Drain Punch here. We see an Earthquake, bada bing, bada boom. It's gonna do a decent chunk of damage. We do live. We go for the Drain Punch, boom. A lot of damage. We're gonna get that HP back, which is very nice. But I think, unfortunately, it's not gonna be enough for Annihilate to live. It's definitely not gonna be enough for Annihilate to live another one. Yeah, unfortunately, I think Meowscarada cleans house, so it is what it is. I wanted this game to move a little bit faster, so that's why I did this. I could have just done something different here. It is what it is. I feel good knowing that I could have won this game. I think if I made a couple different plays, I think I shouldn't have. I think I should have just kept Umbreon in. That double really saved them a lot. I think I could have gone for a Toxic. I could have done a few things there. Obviously, it is what it is. I'm not gonna let this continue on much longer. I will just go for the Foul Play here, and then hopefully pick up the kill on this Groudon. That'd be phenomenal. Foul Play, bada bing, bada boom. We do pick up the KO on the Groudon at the very least, which is nice. So at the very least, this is only a 1-0 loss, and we are absolutely guaranteed out of playoffs at this point. I don't think my team was horrible, contrary to what some people in the power rankings thought. I don't think my team is horrible. I think I just played it bad. I will go for a Toxic here just because I can. But every single time here, they go for the U-turn. GG's to my opponent. Really, really well played. And yeah, there's not much more that needs to be said. Obviously, I do wish I could have done better, but at this point, you know, like, I was basically guaranteed playoffs, and I know I'm, like, overwhelmed with Draft League stuff anyways, so I'm okay with taking the L on this one. Next week, I've already talked to my opponent. It's going to be a bit of a goofier week. We're going to bring some meme sets. I'm going to bring some fun stuff. I'm already going to bring special Chian-Pal as my plan thus far, if I can come up with a special Chian-Pal set. And, you know, we're just going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun with it. So, unfortunately, we are out of playoffs now. It is what it is. It's an Ubers League. I do bad in Ubers Leagues. But again, I feel at least decent knowing that with my team, like, I made Jumpluff viable. I made Jumpluff viable in an Ubers League. I think that is worth something here. So, hey y'all, so I just decided to add this really quickly as post-commentary. Unfortunately, I tried to schedule with my Week 8 opponent, and there's just some scheduling conflicts and also some scheduling confusion. On top of that, we were going to take an extension, and then there's some scheduling confusion. So unfortunately, we aren't going to be battling our final opponent. It did give us a forfeit win, but, you know, still, that's besides the point. Unfortunately, obviously, we did not make playoffs. It is what it is, but I'm still, you know, very thankful and very happy that I got to take part in this league. It was still very fun, and I got to use some really, really fun Pokemon. I think the team definitely was not as good as it could have been. I think, unfortunately, I was proven, like, the Alolan Sandslash was definitely a hole on this team, but I got to use Jumpluff several times, and Jumpluff is viable in an Ubers League, so I will still stand by the fact that the lower tier Pokemon are still valuable. But, yes. Anyways, it is what it is. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really hope you all enjoyed this series. And, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really hope you all enjoyed. And hopefully, I will be back sometime soon. I don't know if it'll be next season. It just depends on what my schedule is looking like and everything. But, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!